Alright then, I wanted to make this video that you're gonna get to watch for a little bit now, and that I'm finally doing it today. I am stoked about it. So if you do end up enjoying this video, guys, then be sure to leave a like, and also in the comment section let me know of how you think we can buff the suppressor within Rainbow Six Siege. Regardless though, YouTube, what is up, Tabby here. Welcome my friends to a brand new video here on the channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And as you can already tell, today I want to talk about the suppressor attachment within Rainbow Six Siege, and by the end of the video I want to give away 3 ways in which I feel this particular attachment can be buffed within Siege. To begin with, the suppressor is an underused attachment. Now that does not necessarily mean that it's a underpowered attachment, it's just that people don't really gravitate towards using the suppressor. The reason as to why it is this underused is very self-explanatory. I mean, the other options that you get in the barrels compartment are just way too superior to the suppressor. For your submachine guns and assault rifles, you get the option between the suppressor, the flash hider, the compensator, or the muzzle brake. And for the vast majority of us, including myself, I'd rather choose the compensator or the muzzle brake over the suppressor any given day. Now, being a part of the Siege community, I obviously want what is best for the game. I'm sure each and every one of you watching this video will agree with me that we would want a game which is completely balanced and everything and anything in that game is a viable option. Achieving that though is a little bit difficult. In fact, it is really difficult. But by tweaking things here and there, we can close that gap, and I feel as though the suppressor attachment needs to be shown some love right now. The thing is, guys, as of now when I'm recording this video, there are mainly 2 reasons why you should be using a suppressor on your gun. Firstly, it hides the muzzle flash. In case you guys had no idea about that, I've got a little video tutorial for you showing just that. The difference is minute, is really minute. At the first place, even I was confused if there's a difference between you having a suppressor or not as far as muzzle flash goes. But there definitely is a little difference, and it is something that some would consider. Secondly, people use suppressor to increase that level of stealth while they're playing Siege. Being stealthy and going undetected is what I'd say everyone would want. And even though we've got cameras and drones, if you're using a gun which makes less sound, you are at advantage, cause there is pathetic amount of sound hovering within Siege. So then, these are the basic main 2 reasons as to why I feel that people who do use suppressors on their gun just use it. But as you'd expect, it doesn't come at a cost. In fact, it comes at a huge cost. The description for the suppressor simply reads, dampens the weapon's sound at the cost of weapon damage. So I'd presume your overall weapon damage, which is your damage at range, damage in close quarter combat, and everything to do with damage is reduced. That is a huge back half, and I can see exactly as to why people don't use the suppressor. To add to this, the substitutes that you get for using a suppressor are just amazing. They're just so much better than using a suppressor. You talk about flash hider, hides the muzzle flash same as what a suppressor would do, and also reduces the small burst recoil. Like if you like to fire in bursts, you'll experience less recoil. That is amazing. That is better than what a suppressor can offer. You talk about compensator, reduces the recoil spread over time for rapid firing. Something amazing for me, because I'm not that guy who likes to sit around corners and then just aim for the head. My aim is not that good, so I'll just go bombarding, all-out attack, and that is why compensator is probably my best choice. And finally, for the muzzle brake attachment, it reduces the overall weapon kick, offering a compromise between the flash hider and the compensator to steady your aim. I mean, the description in itself is so overpowered and it's just so better than what the suppressor can even give you. That is there when I wanna add 3 ways in which the suppressor attachment can be buffed within Rainbow Six Siege. To begin with, the first thing which can be done with the suppressor attachment is to eliminate that white skull which the enemies will see when you kill obviously another enemy. To clarify a little bit, because I am myself jumbled for words a little bit, but basically guys, while you're playing Siege and if you kill an enemy, you leave a white skull mark, which is obviously visible to your opponent, so they will get an idea as to where their teammate died. What I'm suggesting is that that skull shouldn't be shown if you kill an enemy while you're using a suppressor. This would be a huge buff to the suppressor attachment, that is one that I think that most of you guys watching this video will agree to. For the second way as to how I feel the suppressor attachment can't be buffed is contradictory, and many of you guys watching this video will not agree. Some of you may agree to it. What I'm saying is that Ubisoft should add a minimap system within the game, and how it will work is as follows. You've got a minimap on either side of your screen, whether it be left or right doesn't really matter. It obviously showcases your friendlies and gives you a fair idea about the map as well. Whenever an enemy shoots, it will leave a little red ping on the map, provided he's not using a suppressor. It's just a small ping, probably should last about half a second, you know, nothing like what Call of Duty has, wherein if you shoot you show as a bright red dot. I exactly get it why this wouldn't be a viable option. I mean, why would Ubisoft add in a minimap as big a thing as a minimap only to buff a little attachment? But it was a solution I had nonetheless, so thought about sharing it with you guys. And finally, for the third way in which I feel that the suppressor attachment can be buffed is by reducing that weapon sound a little bit more, and I've got reasons as to why I say that. Only the other day I was playing on the map Presidential Plain, and we were on defense and I was using Jaeger, and the round was almost over. It was like about 30 seconds of it was left. It was a 1v2 in our favor, and I was in the objective room and my teammate was outside the objective. This will be a little difficult to explain, but I hope you guys will get it. So I'll just leave it to that, guys. The opponent comes around the corner and starts shooting my teammate, and apparently he's using a suppressor because you get that weird sound when you're using a suppressor. Why in the world was I able to hear that sound? I mean, the main reason as to why he's using a suppressor is so that he goes undetected and no one can really hear his weapons. But I clearly could. I just went out and I killed him. I don't really know if you guys have faced this or not, but I just wanted to get it out there. But that about wraps it up for today's video, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like. But it's been Tabby here, guys, and until next time, farewell.